Today I'm going to be installing a hydraulic top link on my Kioti CK4010SE. Stick around. Welcome back. It's another miserable day here in northwestern Pennsylvania. It's raining out right now. It's supposed to turn to snow here in a little bit. So I decided what better way to spend the day than in the shed putting on this hydraulic top link that I had just purchased for the CK4010SE by Kioti. This is the first time I've installed a hydraulic top link, so we'll see how easy it is or how difficult it is, but stick around. While I was doing the research for the hydraulic top link, I wanted to make sure that it had enough pressure to lift the capacity of the 3-point hitch on my tractor. The Kioti CK series lifts about 1,700 pounds in the 3-point hitch, and this cylinder that I had purchased is capable of 3,600 PSI. So it should be more than enough that I need to do what I need to do on the back of the tractor. So I purchased this from Holland Spare Parts. It's a complete kit. Supposedly, I haven't opened the box yet. You guys will join me with opening the box, but supposedly it has the hydraulic lines, the washers, the banjo bolts, and the cylinder, everything that we need to do this install. This cost me about $260 on Amazon, and I'll go ahead and put the link down below where I got it. So about $260, and it shipped on the 31st of March, and on the 4th of April it was sitting on my porch. So it does not take that long to come from the Netherlands. So if you go ahead and we'll get started unboxing this and see what all it has in it and what it looks like. The box did get a little damaged in shipping. There's a hole here, and it's just seen some better days, but hopefully everything inside will be perfectly fine. So let's get these bands off and we'll go ahead and we'll cut it open and see what's in. Alright, so everything appears to be in pretty good shape. As you can see here, it does come with the lines. Pretty decent looking lines. They look like they're braided, and they have the dust covers on them, so that's very nice. And then the cylinder itself has very minor damage, a little bit of paint chipping off of it where it must have rubbed against something. But all in all, it does not look too bad. Pretty pleased with that. So, all right. So now we just have to go ahead and get started fitting everything up. All right, so I don't know if you can see it or not here, but the banjo bolts come with the crush washers in there. You're gonna need to take one of those off though and put it onto the other side of that. So hopefully I don't drop those. I'm just gonna put this cap back on for now, just to kind of hold the washer in there. And we'll get the other one turned around here. Sorry about the noise of the chickens in the background. Again, I'll put this cap on. All right. And then, so the locking block here has these little plastic caps on there to keep dust and stuff from getting in there. So they didn't tighten them down real tight, which is good. I don't need anything really to take them off. So we can just go ahead and take those off. Now let me see if either one of these is longer than another, or if they're both the same length. So they appear to be the same length, so it doesn't really matter which one I put on first. So we'll just go ahead and put these on the locking block. I'm just going to leave them loose until I can get them on the tractor to see how they fit and how I want them. Whoop. All right. And again, I'm just going to leave those loose for now. So then I'm going to have to come over here to the tractor. And this is what we're going to be replacing. This is a manual top link. In order to use it, you have to loosen up this jam nut here. And in order to adjust the angle front to back on your implement that you're looking for, you have to manually adjust this by hand, which is what I'm trying to avoid. So this hydraulic top link will make this so much easier. So in order, we'll just go ahead and take this off of here. And I will see how this hydraulic one fits. Probably should have done this before I put the hoses on, huh? All right, so first thing, it's going to be a little too wide for this bracket that goes onto the tractor, but it'll fit in there real nice. And I don't want that locking block to get in the way, or the hoses to get in the way of my gas tank here, so I want to just kind of size it up here. And I think, for starters, I think I'm going to take this hook off that used to hold the top link, the mechanical top link or manual top link. I think I'll remove that because it's just getting in the way right now. And I'm going to have to shave this down so it can fit inside that bracket. It's a 12mm wrench that you're going to need to take this off. Alright, and there's that bracket. We'll see if I can't figure out a different way to hang this up if I'm not using it, but it should be fine for now. Alright, so now that that's prepped, now I just need to shave that end down to get it to fit. All right, I'm just using a flap wheel on the grinder there, and you're going to want to do it on the side that does not go in and out. So I was just taking a little bit off. Basically, it was just the paint so far, but we're going to see how much more we're going to need to. Oh, just a hair more. We're getting there. You don't want to take too much off. I don't really want it to be too loose in there, flopping around, so just want to be careful and do a little bit at a time. Try it again. All right, well, it'll go in there. She's snug. Might take just a hair off. One more pass at it, and that should be fine. Oh, that's much better. That's almost perfect. All right, I'm just gonna put that pin in. Well, let's turn it over. All right. All right, so either I'm gonna have to turn the locking block onto its side, or I'm gonna have to flip it over. I kind of want to keep the hanger on the top, but we'll see if I can't get that locking block on turned a little bit more. All right, so for this, you either need a 22mm wrench or a 7/8 wrench. They both fit pretty good. So you just need to loosen it up here. Push this over. lubricate it. And then we're going to tighten that back up again. And we're going to make it just snug. I'm not going to put too much pressure on it. We'll see how that works. Let's see if I like that any better. Keep dropping pins. I think that almost makes it worse. All right, well, see if I can't turn it any further. All right. We'll go ahead and we'll give that a shot, I guess. And see how far it goes up. It shouldn't be going up far enough to hit that. But if it does, I'll have to pay close attention to it. If it does, I'll just have to flip it over and put this hanging bracket on the bottom, which I don't really want to do, but I really don't want to put a hole in the gas tank. So, all right, we'll go ahead and we'll tighten everything down here and go ahead and hook it up and see how she works. All right, again, this is going to be your 22 millimeter or your 7/8 wrench. Just tighten these down, and I'm just going to snug these up too. I don't want to overdo it. All right. So those are done. On these male ends, I see that this is loose, so we'll just have to go ahead and tighten those down as well. And then it should hook up. Test it out. Well, of course I only have one wrench that's going to work, so. So we have an 1 1/8" wrench. It's a little loose, but I think it'll work just fine. And then I'll just use this adjustable wrench for holding on to the other end. And again, we're just snugging them down. All right. Let's see how it works. So on this top pin here, there's a flat spot on the end of this nut or the pin, and you have to watch. There's a bar on this just to keep it. So I got to make sure I get that lined up when I put this in there. put the spring clip on there, or the linch pin, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to have to hook these up to the hydraulics now. So I'm going to put this one closest to the tractor on the top one. Might actually put the bottom one in first, the one furthest away, and put it to the bottom. All right, and the top one. All right, I feel like they're in there good, so now we'll go ahead and start the tractor up and run it out, see if we have any lines or leaks. Show you these remotes up here in the operator station as to which one I plugged them into. So on this tractor, sorry about the water bottles and stuff, garbage, but this tractor here we have two remotes for your rear hydraulics. This one here is a spring center remote, which means if you push it forward and let go of it, it springs back to center. So that doesn't allow the constant pressure of hydraulic fluid to be going through whatever you're using. So being that this is a cylinder for adjusting the angle of the box blade, I don't need it to be a continuous flow. This one here is a detent. So as you can see, when you push it into a certain position, it'll lock itself into there, and that continually flows the hydraulic fluid through that rear remote. This one here you would use more for like a backhoe, things like that, that you'd want that, or a log splitter, something that you're going to be using in the back that's going to need the hydraulics on that implement to work independently. So this is one, like I said, that you would use for like a log splitter or a backhoe. So I just wanted to explain which remote you're going to want to plug into. Alright, we have one little leak there on that one line. Try to tighten that back down again. Alright, we'll try it again, see if it's still leaking. take a look at that. All right, so we have the 3-point hitch all the way up, and we have the cylinder all the way in, and we clear the gas tank. So I shouldn't have to worry about that. But in doing that, I don't know if you can see that, but the hanging bracket hit the top part of my quick hitch and bent. So I was worried about that hanging bracket, but now I might just remove it. So all right, well, there you have it. Hydraulic top link installed, my first one. Hanging bracket ruined, but not a big deal. I don't care about that as much. But this will make these jobs a lot easier. So if you like this kind of video, or if I helped you out in any way, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help me out. Leave a comment down below and let me know how I did, or if you've done something like this, let me know how that went. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to notify you when another video comes out. In the meantime, get out, enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.